What up, ladies and fellas out there? It's the Joe Passarelli channel, the Joe Passarelli Show. Hitting some pre-WWE Raw videos today. Get my thoughts out on some rumors over the past week. This one, not really a rumor floating around. This one is actually my own personal theory as to a move that the WWE should make with their United States Champion, Sheamus, fella. Now, I think we all would agree that Sheamus as a character entity is stale, to say the least. It's a shame because Sheamus's work rate, I feel like, has actually improved throughout the years. He really is a phenomenal wrestler, I guess, especially for a guy that bulky in his size. And he puts on great performances in that ring. He puts his body on the line. He makes it physical. He makes it look good. He tells good stories in between those ropes. I like Sheamus. I don't hate him. But right now, there really needs to be a serious reboot with the Sheamus character. Now, as you've seen lately, with segments involving Kane, The Miz, and Damien Sandow, Kane has almost been pro-Sheamus lately, kind of feeding Miz and Damien Sandow to Sheamus as punishment for their shenanigans. Now, I don't know where this leaves Miz and Sandow. I feel like Sandow may end up turning babyface out of this in the long run, and that would be great for Sandow. That would be finally something to give Sandow some momentum forward. But as far as Sheamus goes, I think you should put him in the Authority. Already, Randy Orton seems to be veering away from it, and I feel like very shortly in the coming months, Randy Orton will no longer be in the Authority. That will leave a glaring hole in the Authority. We all know Sheamus and Triple H are boys behind the scenes. There were rumors of Sheamus joining Evolution, which quite frankly, from an aesthetic standpoint alone, just wouldn't have made sense. It would have made more sense to put a guy like Cesaro or another younger guy in there, Ziggler, someone like that. So with Sheamus, I feel like you take Randy Orton, you make him an individual entity, whether it's face or heel, whatever it is, you get him away from the Authority. I feel like the Authority is only hurting Randy Orton anyway. You got Seth Rollins there as the de facto leader of the Authority at this point. Triple H obviously is the leader, but the active wrestler leader. And you got Kane as kind of the big brute who's going to go with it. And Kane has obviously been pro-Sheamus lately. So, to me, how hard is it to work an angle where Sheamus turns heel, maybe in time for Survivor Series, where he can be on a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 tag with the Authority? Maybe that can be the launching pad for Randy to get out of the Authority. You bring Sheamus in, now Randy's even more jealous. Jealous of Seth Rollins. He's got the money in the bank. Jealous of Sheamus. He's got the U.S. title. So, WWE title's not being featured on television a lot at the moment. So those are two of the higher championships, or whatever the case may be, you can have, or status symbols you can attain at the moment. So, even more the reason for Randy Orton to feel insecure and want out. So I think corporate Sheamus equals best for business. Even, again, from an aesthetic standpoint, him dressing the corporate look, I think would be refreshing. I think it would make his promos better. I think he personally could really sink his teeth into the character. I think he's ready for it. Because right now, whether he's got the U.S. title or not, or the Intercontinental title or not, or mid-card, or he's working Alberto Del Rio for the millionth time, although Del Rio obviously is released, it's time to freshen Sheamus up. And to me, you put him with the Authority, and that's the heel faction to be with right now. So that's what I would do with Sheamus. Folks, what do you think? Is corporate Sheamus best for business? Am I out my tree for even considering this as an option? What do you think? Give me your feedback. Keep subscribing to the Joe Passarelli on YouTube. To this Joe Passarelli channel on YouTube, excuse me. Keep subscribing to Haley Imes on the Wrestling Throwdown for the best reviews in the business. Subscribe to Duo Dreamer for great videos on wrestling, on comics, on all kinds of topics. And of course, keep tuning in and subscribing to the Joe Passarelli Show, Sports Reaction, Wrestling Reaction, and every Thursday tune into the Strike Zone on ricradio.org, ricradio.org, Thursdays 8 to 10 p.m. Folks, thank you for watching the videos today. Make sure you share them, subscribe them, like them, do whatever you gotta do, give me feedback, even if you don't like them, I'd love to hear your feedback. Am I screaming too much? I know some people have said that in some of the videos I've posted lately. Let me know what you think. I'd rather put my emotion out there than be monotone, you know? Joe Passarelli Show. Subscribe.